Earned value analysis measures performance based on how much of the project cost you've earned by completing work. Earned value converts costs and work progress into dollars, so you can see cost and schedule performance side by side. Well, you need a couple of things to do earned value analysis. The first thing you need is a baseline, because you're comparing performance to the plan. We go to the Project tab, click Set Baseline, and choose Set Baseline. And here you can see that there's a baseline saved because you can see the date it was saved on. So we've got the first part. I'll click Cancel here. The second thing you need is a status date because earned value looks at work completed through the status date. Well, here on the Project tab, you can also see that there's a status date. So basically, we're all set to do earned value analysis. Well, to look at earned value, go to the Report tab, click Costs, and then choose Earned Value Report. In this chart, planned value is called BCWS, and that stands for the budgeted cost of the work scheduled. It's the gray line in the chart, and it represents the baseline for the work that's scheduled for the project. In other words, it's how much you plan to spend on work originally scheduled through the status date. The next measure is earned value. That's shown here in orange, and it's called BCWP for budgeted cost of work performed. Well, that's the baseline cost that you've earned for the work that's completed through the status date. Well, you can see schedule status by comparing the earned value to the planned value. If the earned value is higher than the planned value, then you've completed more work than you planned, and you're ahead of schedule. Here, the earned value, the orange line, is below the planned value. So that shows that this project is behind schedule. Well, to look at cost status, you look at the actual cost of work performed. That's easy. It's how much you actually spent through the status date. To see the cost status, you compare the actual cost to the earned value. If the actual cost for the work performed, the blue line here, is less than the planned cost for the work performed, the orange line, then your project is under budget. Now, another way to look at earned value in more detail is with the earned value table. So let's go to the Gantt chart. And then on the View tab, click Tables, choose More Tables, and apply earned value. And now you can see the planned value, earned value, actual cost, and a few other things for every task in your project. For example, SV is schedule variance. That's the variance between the earned value and the planned value. And in this case, positive means it's ahead of schedule. Well, you can see here that most of the values are negative, and this project is behind schedule. However, CV is cost variance. That's the variance between earned value and actual cost. Positive means it's under budget. So this task is under budget. Well, there are a couple of options to tell Project how you want to calculate earned value. So to set those, go to the File tab and choose Options. Then go to the Advanced category and scroll to the bottom. And you'll see a section, Earned Value Options for this project. Well, one thing you can do is you can choose the baseline. Well, in this case, we just have the one, so that's the one we have selected. The other option is what you want to use to calculate earned value. It's set to percent complete, and that's the percent of the duration that's complete, which is probably not what you want. The other option is physical percent complete. What this lets you do is you can actually specify the values for your tasks, and that lets you have some more control over what values are valid. Some people actually go with just 0% or 100%. So a task is incomplete until it's completely done. Or you can limit it to a small set of values, like 0, 50, and 100. In that case, a task that's unstarted is 0%. If it's in progress, it's 50%, and if it's complete, it's 100%. I'm going to apply the tracking table. And you can see that the tracking table has a column for physical percent complete, so you can just fill in those values. Earned value analysis helps you see schedule and cost performance at a glance. You can generate project's earned value report with a couple of clicks. You can look at earned value by task to see where the problems are and decide what to do to bring your project back on track.